gonna tell you a secret. Fiction and dreams can come true, powered by the dark energies leaking from beyond. I'm Alan Wake, a writer, a creator. Something horrible is coming. He's called Mr. Scratch. Under these peculiar, exceptional circumstances, any story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 23 of my playthrough for Alan Wake American Nightmare. In the last episode, we did it. We collected every single manuscript page in the game. All 3 areas, all manuscript pages, completely collected. Oh! Can you talk about accomplishment? I'm not usually the kind of guy who has to 100% a game, know all the collectibles, but this is pretty awesome. And I'm still not sure if we need to collect all of them. Like I said, if it was like a Mario thing, like Mario 64, we have to collect most of them. You don't have to collect all of them to get by, but most of them. Or if you do need to collect every single one. Either way, we've got all our bases covered, and we're just a few steps away from facing the final battle. But first, we're going to check out the Daily Mr. Show, which actually might be our last Mr. Show. Isn't that kind of sad? Let's see what it is.
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there. It goes deep. And the things that live in it are vast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing, getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Oh. So that's how it is. We already know how it was, though, but just in case we weren't sure how it was, that's how it is. Well, we got nothing left to do but to face the final battle, the final frontier. 3rd time's the charm, right? That's what I'm saying. That we got this time. We're well equipped. We got all the pages. We're ready. My body is ready.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
It was late at night. The summer was almost over. There was a film, no other poster visible. A spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Alice's film was in the projector.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you've always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life!
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Nice. So that was a pretty good game, I gotta say. For a little DLC add-on kind of game, that was fun. The premise was good. It was a good continuation from, say, Alan Wake, the way Alan Wake ended. It felt, it was unfinished, but they left it that way on purpose. But this was good. I wasn't sure exactly how the ending was going to happen. I wasn't sure if we were going to have to repeat those steps one more time. I still have, I have no idea if the manuscript pages actually had anything to do with me getting through that time. But that was cool. And to that person who did leave a comment a while back now was Mr. Scratch, was he more than just pure evil of ourselves? He was, like he said, he was everything of ourselves that we never got the, for lack of a better term, never had the balls to do. But maybe, just maybe he wasn't just, some mindless dark thing. Obviously he had kind of like us, so maybe he was like a part of us that kind of manifested itself. And so in some sense it might have been said maybe he wasn't just evil, maybe he wanted his own sort of life, especially in that last video he was talking about where he was saying like kind of where he came from, like nothing matters down there, like it's so vast of like darkness and stuff, and that kind of concerns you a little bit, like oh my god, how big is it down there in wherever the darkness comes from. But I thought it was very cool, the way they tied in parts from Alan Wake into this one, the way they had the whole thing working with the whole setting. Even though, in a sense, we repeated ourselves multiple times, didn't really go to that many new areas, at the same time, I still think it was well done, the way they did it. Like, sometimes it can be tricky doing things like that, redoing areas again, but I think they did it pretty well. I think they did it good. And still keeping to like the story kind of way, like the way you're reading, as if you're playing a novel. You know what I mean? Not reading a story or anything, but like as if you're playing a novel itself, not just reading it. And I think they do a good job like that. Yeah, performance by Old Gods of Asgard. And some of the music in this game is good. Not just the soundtrack itself was pretty good, but also just some of the music that they have like from real artists. Like Mr. Scratch's Psycho one, that was pretty good, and all the other ones were good too. But I thought they did a pretty good job with this, honestly. Feel free to let me know what you guys thought. Just think it was a good game, just think it was mad, just think it was cool. I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Alan Wake 3. If this is considered Alan Wake 2, I'm thinking Alan Wake 3. You know what I mean? We'll see how they do that. I'm actually considering looking that up right after I'm finished with this. But as far as all things are considered, doing Alan Wake before and then coming up with this, it's kind of now Alan Wake sort of becoming like a tradition on my channel almost. Plus, there's still Alan Wake 1 DLC that I haven't gone back to do, and I'm pretty sure there's actually Alan Wake DLC for this game. So, as a bonus video added on, maybe I'll check out some of the stuff in the main menu I haven't messed around with yet. Since I bought this game for October. For this year, I was like, oh, I gotta do it this year, you know what I mean? I did Alan Wake last year, I had to do it this year. And I got it for October this year, and I haven't really looked at much of the other stuff. So, it's, in a sense, I mean, this game was a lot of fun, but when you look at, like, a full graph of things, this game going over October was kind of unplanned, of course. It went better than last year, for sure, but it's just funny how Alan Wake has always been the thing that's kind of, like, gone over and sort of has been in my way, but I still wanted to do it, kind of thing. I don't know. I know a lot of other people are looking forward to other playthroughs, and so am I now. This is kind of like getting out of the loop almost. It's fitting that the game was like this way, and now it's kind of like happening the same way with my playthroughs. Now that I'm done with this, it's like we're getting out of the loop and we're heading into new things, so that'll be fun. Night Springs episode, Return, written by Alan Wake. Is there a real Alan Wake? Is Night Springs real? One thing is for certain, Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue.
No. Al?
So I want to thank you guys for watching my playthrough of Alan Wake American Nightmare. I had a lot of fun doing it, really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. So for now, this is the end. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next time, I'll catch you later.